Welcome to Kairi TV News. I am your presenter, Donella Riviere. Here are the big stories making the headlines. 20 Calypsonians advanced to the quarter-finals round of the Calypso competition. The Minister of National Security and Legal Affairs welcomes newly appointed staff. And Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit congratulates Antigua's Prime Minister on his win at the polls. Stay tuned for more details of these stories right after the break.
Are you looking for that perfect setup for your conference, seminar, or company function? Or maybe you need a low-budget setup for your party, dinner, or private gathering? How about that professional production for your grand concert, festival, or outdoor event? Kairi Sounds is here to provide you with everything you need. PA system, stage, lighting, microphones, tents, LED digital screens, generators, projectors, crowd barriers, and more. We also offer free event consultation to ensure the success of your special event. Call us today at 612-4050. Kairi Sounds, your partner in sound, stage, and lighting services.
Welcome back. Topping the news, the Minister of National Security and Legal Affairs can now boast of an increased workforce to carry out duties more effectively. Here's Linda Martin with details.
Minister for National Security Rayburn Blackmore says 28 individuals have been appointed to the fire department.
Within the Ministry of National Security and Legal Affairs, we have a number of departments and divisions that provide critical and essential services to the general public. Let me begin with the fire and ambulance services. Each one of us will attest to the fact, especially during the early stage of the COVID-19 pandemic, that the role of the men and women of the fire department came to the fore. They were among the first responders. And bear in mind that they also had to respond to the traditional roles and functions. That is to say, responding to fire calls, embarking on search and rescue missions, safety inspections, providing coverage to our main airport, among other things. So your government took the responsible decision to engage an additional 28 young men and women to help complement the existing staff within the fire department.
According to Blackmore, although these individuals were initially employed for a temporary period, as the country expands its economy, government saw it necessary to permanently retain these individuals.
The intention then was to have retained these men and women only for a temporary period of time. But your government is one that is very futuristic in its planning. For example, a number of new communities are emerging. As we speak, 100 houses are being built for the people of Ubique and Grand Bay. As a consequence, a new fire department is going to be established in Grand Bay. That is going to require more men and women. The international airport is well on its way. We are going to need additional fire officers to effectively man that facility. Government therefore took another responsible decision by way of a cabinet decision. Instead of letting off these men and women, who incidentally got the requisite training, created 34 permanent positions. I'm happy to announce, as of last week, 26 of these 34 young men and women have received their letters of permanent appointment. In due time, the balance of the officers will receive similar letters of their permanent appointment. These are 34 young people who are going to be permanently employed.
The National Security Minister added the prison services have also been increased from 58 personnel to 83 through the creation of 25 new permanent positions now available.
The establishment of the prison services speaks to 58. I'm pleased to also announce that your government has taken another responsible decision to create an additional 25 permanent positions. So that will bring the staff complement to 83. So 25 young men and women now have the opportunity to apply to gain employment within the prison service. As we speak, we have already begun the selection process for additional police recruits. The intention is to train 50 young men and women. The intention of those decisions is for the people of Dominica to be better served by the fire department, the prison department, and the police department. The Ministry of National Security and Legal Affairs will continue to examine the various departments for the express purpose of finding solution to existing problems within the various departments.
The appointment of individuals within various departments is aimed at increasing efficiency in the workforce. Linda Martin for Kairi TV News.
In other developments, Dominica has recorded its second road fatality for the year. Police are investigating a vehicular road traffic collision which left 28-year-old Kenneth Noel of Highland Granby dead. Police PRO Inspector Fixton Henderson has more details.
The Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force is currently investigating a vehicular road traffic collision at Jubic which left one young man from Granby dead. On Thursday, the 19th day of January 2023, about 5 p.m., 28-year-old Kenneth Noel of Highland Granby was driving a black Honda CR-V in an easterly direction along the Jubic Public Road towards Stowe when the vehicle apparently collided with the cliff on the left or northern side of the road. The vehicle apparently flipped over to the right or southern side of the road and landed on its right side, 18 feet below the road, on the rocky seashore. The vehicle was extensively damaged. Noel was found alive lying on the rocks on the seashore near the vehicle. He was transported via ambulance to the Granby Health Center, where he was examined and shortly thereafter transferred to the Dominica China Friendship Hospital. There he was subsequently examined and pronounced dead that same evening by a medical doctor. His body is being kept at a funeral home pending an autopsy. The Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force expresses its sincere condolences to the family and friends of the deceased.
News continues with the item that Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has congratulated Antigua's Prime Minister on his re-election. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has extended his congratulations to Antigua's Prime Minister Gaston Brong and the Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party ABLP on winning a hard-fought general elections held last week. The Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party won the January 18, 2023 general election, capturing 9 out of 17 seats in the parliament, while the main opposition United Progressive Party won 6 seats. The Barbuda People's Movement won 1 seat, while an independent candidate, Asot Michael, won 1 seat. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit, in a statement on social media, extended his best wishes for the success, stability, and the progress of the government and the people of Antigua and Barbuda, and pledged Dominica's continued support and friendship. You're watching Kairi TV News. Stay tuned for more after the break.
Are you looking for that perfect setup for your conference, seminar, or company function? Or maybe you need a low-budget setup for your party, dinner, or private gathering. How about that professional production for your grand concert, festival, or outdoor event? Kairi Sounds is here to provide you with everything you need. PA system, stage, lighting, microphones, tents, LED digital screens, generators, projectors, crowd barriers, and more. We also offer free event consultation to ensure the success of your special event. Call us today at 612-4050. Kairi Sounds, your partner in sound, stage, and lighting services.
Welcome back. 20 Calypsonians move up from the quarterfinals round of the competition. The 20 who will head to the semifinals are first comers to the Calypso Arena Trilogy and Joy, former Monarchs Daddy Chess, Bob, Dice, Caressa, and Tasha P, veterans Checker, Comforter, Checo, and Explosion, in addition to the youthful songs of Mighty D, Black Diamond and The Healer, Shadow Flow, Bingo, Mighty Omi, Shanice, Chris B, and the Soul Puss also won favor with the judges to advance to the semi-finals. The reserves are Observer, Trendsetter, and White Fury. The semi-finals round of the Calypso competition is scheduled for Saturday, 4 February at the Festival City, the Winter Park Sports Stadium forecourt.
Now, at the quarterfinals, 20 Calypsonians are selected to move to the semi-finals, and it's just that 20 that makes the semi-final show. At the semi-finals, 9 Calypsonians are normally selected to move to the finals to meet the Monarch, who only compete at the finals. So that makes the finals a 10 competitor show. So 9 out of the 20 that comes from the quarterfinals will be selected at the semifinals. So the semifinals is 20 Calypsonians, of which 9 will be selected to move to the finals to meet with the monarch. And that is the basic structure of the movement of the competitors and the selection process.
And youth involvement in disaster risk management has been described as critical to the process of building resilience. Nathaniel Durand explains.
That's according to project manager for the Caritas Youth Emergency Action Committee's YEAC, Mahalia Paul. Mrs. Paul says the project seeks to empower youth as the next generation of change agents, particularly in the area of risk reduction and emergency response. She says currently the YEAC has 3 organized teams in the communities of Point Michel, Roseau and environs, and in the St. Andrews Parish.
We train young persons in disaster preparedness and emergency response. We've been doing this for the past 3 years. We are very happy to be coming on board with this project, and I'm looking forward to assisting in the area of geospatial data collection, which in turn will benefit our development work as YEAC and also for HOT as well. Our young persons have been, as Peter mentioned, we've been training since last year. This project is really right along the lines of YEAC and what we stand for and what we are hoping to achieve.
Mrs. Paul says she's optimistic that this movement will grow as the YEAC, being the starting group, collaborates with other agencies to strengthen the effort.
YEAC is the core starting group, but it's not for us alone. So we're hoping that our members will be able to encourage other young persons to get involved in this, and also amongst our group also identify trainers who can in turn start to train their peers and train others in terms of mapping. We would also like to encourage in the communities where YEAC does not have a presence, that this could be a springboard for developing more YEACs island-wide. Just like you would like to map all of Dominica, we would love to have a YEAC in every community in Dominica. So yes, this is an amazing project, and we're very excited about it, and we're looking forward to strengthening our relationship with Open Solutions and HOTS. And today, hopefully, we can even begin that process by signing together an MOU, just outlining our areas of collaboration.
An MOU was signed between the 2 agencies as they undertook this Mapping Cities project. Open Solutions, in collaboration with the Youth Emergency Action Committees, YEAC, engaged in a mapping exercise in the city of Roseau on Saturday. Nathaniel Durand, Kairi TV News.
This is Kairi TV News. Stay tuned for a recap of the headlines right after this.
Are you looking for that perfect setup for your conference, seminar, or company function? Or maybe you need a low-budget setup for your party, dinner, or private gathering? How about that professional production for your grand concert, festival, or outdoor event? Kairi Sounds is here to provide you with everything you need: PA system, stage, lighting, microphones, tents, LED digital screens, generators, projectors, crowd barriers, and more. We also offer free event consultation to ensure the success of your special event. Call us today at 612-4050. Kairi Sounds, your partner in sound, stage, and lighting services.
To end the news, the headlines again. 20 Calypsonians advanced to the quarterfinals round of the Calypso competition. The Minister of National Security and Legal Affairs welcomes newly appointed staff. And Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit congratulates Antigua's Prime Minister on his win at the polls. Tune in to 107.9, 93.1, 91.1 and 88.7 to catch our radio newscast at 6:30 a.m., 1 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. Tune in to Flow Channel 953 at 8 p.m. Monday to Friday to watch our TV news with repeats at 10 p.m. and 8 a.m. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/KairiFM. Check us out on Instagram at KairiFM and follow us on Twitter at KairiFM Dominica. On behalf of the entire production team, I am Donella Riviere. Thank you for watching.